Okay, before we start looking at any of the hot potatoes tools, I'd like to recommend that you have the text or the textbook that you're going to use as content for your hot potatoes resources. Maybe have that handy or even as a Word document. For example, right here I have the text from the reading book that I'm going to use with my children, animal action. So I have my text here. You can have whatever text you like, but this will provide the content for your resources. Okay, I don't need that right away. So the first hot potatoes tool that I'm going to use is called JCloze. Now this is a gap fill activity. It's very simple to set up. The first thing you'll need to do is enter a title. Well, I'm going to call mine Animal Actions. Now, once I've given it a title, I think I'm going to save it straight away. Alright, now remember we made the folder on our desktop called Hotpot. That's where I'm going to save my work, and I will call this AA underscore gap fill. Now, when you save any files, I suggest do not leave any spaces, because eventually we will be saving this file onto a server on the internet, and servers do not like gaps in names. So underscore is a very good thing to have. Alright, click save, and here we are. So we've got our title. What we need to do now is enter our text. Well, I do have my text. I have it right here. So I'm going to select all that text, right click, copy, go back to my gap fill, right click, paste. Okay, so I have my text in the box. Now I have to add gaps. My grammar focus is verbs and vocabulary focus are animals. So I'm going to start with the animals, and I'm going to select elephant, and in the button I click gap. Then a box comes up with my word in it, and I can provide a clue, a large grey animal. I can put in alternative answers, but there are none for this task, so I click OK. Now you can see my gap is filled in red. Alternatively to putting the gaps in yourself, you can click auto gap, but you need to have all your manual gaps cleared before you can do that. You can delete a gap, or you can clear all your gaps. You can click show your words, and that will bring up all the words that you have so far, and you can change the alternative answers. Alright, so that's basically how you enter the gaps. Okay, once you put the gaps in where you're happy with them, you then need to configure the output for the resource, or what will it look like when it's on the internet. This is done the same way for all the hot potatoes tools. So let's go up to options, configure output. You can see some tabs across the top here. The first tab is title and instructions. You can give your resource a subtitle and some instructions. This can be as detailed or simple as you like, depending on your learners. I think this is fine for my young learners. Prompts and feedbacks. What will it say when your learners get an answer correct? What will it say when they're incorrect? And what will the score be and the next correct letter added? Okay, you can change that to whatever you like. Buttons. What will the buttons read? Or you can import your own buttons. Next, what will the page look like? You can change the colors of the different parts of the page. I have changed the background and the text colors. You simply just click on a rainbow and choose your color. Now, the last button here, timer, This is a very good function for Hot Potatoes. You can set a time limit for your activities. So you highlight or you check this box and you choose how long you would like the time limit to be. It's up to you. And what will it say when the time is over? But I'm not going to have that this time for my young learners. Okay, the last 3 tabs you don't need to worry about. Click Save, click OK. Now you need to output your file as a web or internet file called an HTML file. So we go to File, Create Web Page, Standard Format. And you will notice it says HTML file, and mine was called AA_gapfill. I go Save, and then I can choose to view my resource in my web browser, and this is what it will eventually look like when I upload it to my website. And that is the first Hot Potatoes tool.